Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. With all the daily stressors in life, many find it difficult just to be happy. But our next guest says that happiness is a muscle that needs to be exercised. Here to explain, we welcome back coach and author of Freedom is Your Birthright, Dr. Dravon James. Hey, I'm happy to see you today.
It's great to see you too.
So does this kind of begin with just showing ourselves some love, finding that happiness again?
Absolutely. I tell people all the time, if I could show you how to be 40% happier than what you are right now, would you be interested? And the answer is always yes. And happiness can be increased by 40%, showing ourselves love and not punishing ourselves for the things we don't like about ourselves.
That's a big difference, but it takes some intention and commitment really every day, right?
Absolutely. It's the little things and they add up. Our self-talk, are we moving our body and getting that stuck negative energy out of our bodies? It's those things, those intentional things that will increase our happiness factor.
You have some great advice in terms of how we can flex those happiness muscles, beginning with staying present in the moment, which sounds very simple, but it can be challenging at times.
Absolutely, because our mind wants to go back to things that happened yesterday or things we're fearful about tomorrow. But the truth of the matter is all of our happiness, all of our power to be happy is right now in this moment. We can't control what happened yesterday, and we really can't control what's going to happen tomorrow, except for how much effort we put into what's happening right now in our lives and inside of ourselves.
And what about being mindful of the things that we're consuming in terms of media and people around us? We kind of forget how big of an influence that can have.
Oh my gosh, you're hitting all the points. Absolutely. That's an old phrase that says birds of a feather flock together, right? If we want to be happy, let's surround ourselves with things that make us happy. Let's watch those conversations that we're having with other people that we think are not harmless. Let's stop complaining about the politics and the weather and all that stuff. It has its place, but let's not make that our complete diet. Watch what we're doing with our media. Watch the kind of music that we're snapping our fingers to, right? Make sure that those things are uplifting and making us actually feel better and not dragging us down.
Yeah, and what about gratefulness and a gratitude practice? I've heard it doesn't take very many minutes out of your day to really see a difference with that.
Absolutely. I tell people look for those things that make you smile, right? That's where you're happy. When you're smiling, genuinely smiling, that's making you happy. So find things that you're grateful for, from very small things to really large things. I like the feel of the sun on my face or on my shoulders, right? Notice those things. Become more aware of what's happening. This is about staying in the present moment too. What are we grateful for that's happening right now? If we really make that our focal point, we'll find things that we're happy for and grateful for right now.
Well, and sometimes despite our best efforts, some negative thoughts seem to creep in. Is there a way that we can kind of check ourselves in those moments and say, hey, wait a minute, let's take this a different direction?
Oh, yes, because that happens in everyone's life, right? And I call that a practice of shining the light of awareness. That means when we have those thoughts, we think about those negative conversations that we may have had at work or somebody put us down, made us unhappy, and it just creeps into our mind. Don't let it settle there unchecked. One of the things I say is talk to yourself all the time positively. Say, hey, I see that thought. I see you're worried about what's going on with the kids or what's going on at work. Is there anything I can help you with right now about that? Start talking to those negative thoughts, and you'll find out those scary thoughts become smaller and smaller because as you shine light on them, they don't settle in the crevices of your mind and just start growing bigger and bigger.
And something so simple as you mentioned earlier as just making sure we're moving our bodies every day also can have such a big impact.
Yeah, that moves that stuck energy that gets stagnant in us. And you don't have to run a marathon. You don't have to do a dance off, right? Just whatever you could do. It could just be like wagging your finger in the air, whatever you can do with your capacity, but make it a regular a point to move as much as you can to get that stuck energy loosened from your mind and your body.
We have
Endorphins
got
help a lot.
this. We can do it. We're going to be happier 40% very soon. Thank you so much. It was great to see you.
You too.
The book again is Freedom is Your Birthright. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com.